watching these cast. You have to have a dream, goal, you have to really work for it. We are not going to stop. Chase the dream. Looked up, not giving up in the dictionary, a picture of my wife and people.
It isn't working. I'm pressing the key. What? Yeah. Now does it? No. Let me make sure it works.
Comes alive to GMA.
I'm good.
Plus,
Jamie Albert, one and only, baby.
Jamie's cooking things up for you live on.
Okay. Now it should work.
The imperative mind. George has downloaded it.
But Maul doesn't have his ping for some reason. I have this just in case my ping because you know how laggy I am sometimes. Well, I hope. Okay.
So the question is, what would you do?
Wednesday on ABC.
Watching your ABC 45 morning news now.
Yes, it works.
Good morning, Triad. Thanks for
Oh gosh,
It's Monday, January 6th.
that was a cell.
This is Anna. Let's get right to your morning headlines. A man is critically injured following a domestic disturbance at a home in Winston-Salem. Officials with the Winston-Salem Police Department say it happened on Saturday, just after 11 p.m. They were called to a home on Zachary's Peak Court.
Okay, this is gonna be fun.
Multiple people inside that home, including children. When they opened the door, they found 65-year-old Marcel Dimubandi armed with a knife. Police say as they attempted to calm the situation, the suspect charged them. The officer then shot his weapon in self-defense. The suspect was taken to the hospital and is currently in critical but stable condition. No one else in the home or any other officers were injured. Police say Dimubandi has faced 11 charges over the last 21 months, including assaults on women and government officials. As is standard procedure, state officials are now
RNG.
the incident. A woman is dead after she was hit by a car.
Wait, I think we might be able to
It happened on Friday around 8:45
steal
p.m.
it. Never mind.
The intersection of Trinity Street and Mason Way. This was in response to a collision involving a car and pedestrian. Police say 30-year-old Unica Robinson was traveling west on Trinity Street when she was hit by a vehicle traveling in the same direction. Police say the driver remained on scene and was uninjured. Robinson was taken to the hospital where she later died. Police are still investigating the crash. So far, there is no word on any arrests or charges at this time.
Monster Jam at Vegas Jets. Featuring great tickets, Layla, and more. Coming to First Horizon Coliseum this weekend. Brought to you by BKT Tires. You have to see it live, so lock in your seats today at monsterjam.com. If you're watching this Gerber Life Guaranteed Life Insurance commercial, there's a good chance that you're alive. And if you're not, well, this may not be of interest to you. Now, I know what you're thinking. Life insurance. I'm going to live forever. Death is what happens to all of you. Well, for the sake of argument, let's assume
It won't work.
and that someday you won't be watching TV anymore. I know, it's not easy to talk about.
Wait a second.
If you're 50 plus and alive,
Don't tell me that I have
guaranteed
to.
life insurance with guaranteed acceptance regardless of your health. And since this life
Is it
insurance
too
is
big?
guaranteed, you don't have to get a medical exam. In fact, you don't even have to fill out a health questionnaire. For a free quote, just call 800-400-9280. Then when you stop, if you stop watching TV, your family can use the insurance money to help cover your final expenses or anything else. For a free quote, call today. 800-400-9280. Your kids already have allergies and questionable symptoms. Don't make the hair for final expense tab too.
Same.
Discover the power of Wegovy. With Wegovy, I lost 35 pounds. And some lost over 46 pounds.
And I'm keeping the weight off.
I'm reducing my risk. Wegovy is the only weight management medicine proven to reduce risk of major cardiovascular events such as death, heart attack, or stroke in adults with Parkinson's.
Again!
Don't use Wegovy with semaglutide or GLP-1 medicines or in children under 12. Don't take if you or your family had MTC, MEN2, or if allergic to it. Plan to have surgery or procedure, are breastfeeding, pregnant, or planning. Stop taking and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or any of these allergic reactions. Serious side effects may include pancreas inflammation and gallbladder problems. Call your prescriber if you have any of these symptoms. Wegovy may cause low blood sugar in people with diabetes, especially if you take medicines to treat diabetes. Call your prescriber about vision changes, if you feel your heart racing while you rest, or if you have mental changes. Depression or thoughts of suicide may occur. Common side effects. Some side effects
Forgot.
are dehydration, which may cause kidney problems.
We both forgot the hotkey. Bruh.
Ask your prescriber Wegovy.
Open the door.
Hyundai Tucson with advanced tech and safety features. There's joy in every journey. Right now, get 2.49% APR for 60 months on the Hyundai Tucson.
I knew it was average.
Hyundai dealer today.
We
Are you ready
forgot.
to join a winning team? We're recruiting dedicated individuals who are ready to make a difference. Here at Karen,
I'm playing bad.
important as our clients, with benefits such as weekly and daily direct deposit pay, flexible schedules, and yes, we do train. If you're ready to be a winner, call us today. We're currently hiring PCAs and CNAs in the Triad, Triangle, and surrounding areas. Join us and be a part of a team that changes lives every day.
The new Hyundai Tucson with advanced tech and safety features. There's joy in get 2.49% APR for 60 months on the Hyundai Tucson. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Coming up next on WXLB ABC 45.
But in all different types of conditions, snow, crippling ice, power outages for millions of Americans right now and dealing with the storm. A closer look at the radar, and you can see where the snow is falling. Still, a lot of folks under the gun this morning. Right here is Washington, D.C., a map. We're going to be dealing with the snow here for the next several hours. We'll see a bit of a lull, and then things will pick up later tonight. From Virginia through D.C., then later this morning, it'll drift up towards the New York City area, getting in on some of that snow. We're also seeing some flakes fly in the Philadelphia area this morning. And right now, I'd like to look for you in Chesterfield, Missouri, not too far from St. Louis. It is a snow globe out there with the sun coming up. You can really see all the white snow out there on the roadways. Not too many people out there on the roads, certainly heating the conditions, and there's warnings from emergency officials. We have some brand new video right now to show you from St. Louis. The storm brought treacherous conditions for drivers. Neighbors helping neighbors, though, getting disabled vehicles off the roads. Like this is just one example. And then there's plows coming through trying to move the snow.
Wait, was it average?
One
Yeah,
video
it was
this morning
average.
from I-70 or Warren County, Missouri, showing that conditions there. And near Kansas, the Kansas City, take a look at this driver. This is what Dan was talking about. The driver of that truck losing control right there on those icy conditions on the roads. The vehicle jackknifes in front of several cars. Dangerous conditions out there. It is best to avoid the roads this morning and this afternoon.
Stop
Until
it.
the streets plow the streets and get things back to normal where it's safe to get out there. Here's what drivers have to say as they
Bruh!
I know that tomorrow is going to be storm, so I thought I'd just top off.
I love it. I'm glad I'm hoping I'm off tomorrow. So,
Is school cut off for you?
yeah.
I guess tomorrow we're going to have a lot of fun.
And let's talk about the power outages right now. The numbers continue to fluctuate. There are thousands of people without power. Kentucky, 90,000 customers without power right now. Virginia, that number 55,000. Indiana, West Virginia, down to Illinois with 41,000 customers without power. We'll monitor those numbers for you as they'll continue to change. Look at these active alerts right now, spanning from the central portions of the country all the way to the East Coast, D.C. and Maryland. Focusing in right now mainly on the pink areas, that winter weather alerts, all the snow behind those alerts right now. And this is a slow-moving system that will be with us all day today. Wind gusts in some areas up to 40 miles per hour. That will be an issue in addition to the snow and the ice if you're flying. Planes have a hard time moving into the types of winds. Blizzard-like conditions in some areas like Missouri and Kansas, according to National Weather Service. We are keeping a close eye on conditions for you all morning right here from my desk. Another check of the conditions for travel at the bottom of the hour, about 25 minutes from now. And you can stay ahead of the storm anytime online at the National Weather Desk, which is part of the nationaldesk.com.
Mark, thank you. And as we follow the latest developments of the New Orleans terror attack, the FBI reports a recent rise in terror plots to kill Americans.
We saw multiple plots in the U.S. that we were able to disrupt, along with our state, local, and federal law enforcement partners. We simply cannot give up.
You say barely?
Plots in September and October in Oklahoma City and New York City, respectively.
And now U.S. lawmakers are speaking out about the dramatic increase of radical Islamic extremism. They say the fall of Afghanistan administration has led to ISIS resurgence and that our
ping-
has taken advantage of Biden's failed
My ping is almost
policies.
300.
And I'm here to warn guys,
What?
Afghanistan.
My ping is almost 300.
Your ping?
With what
Yeah.
happened there, we are seeing a resurgence of ISIS.
My wine's
ISIS
in
taking the Khorasan region.
Look how bad this is.
Pakistan. We
So
also
we
have
got this thing that's supposed to help the lag and we're coming to that.
across the border that the director has said.
Yep, I'm definitely dead.
Affiliated with
If it goes to him, I'm not dead. If it goes to me, I'm dead.
to do Americans harm. We've had 400 ISIS smugglers
Oh,
coming into our country.
I can barely
Department of
see.
Security told us about last summer, and 50 of them, we don't know where they are. We don't know who they are or where they are, and we have to take that more seriously.
Last week after the attack, Trump wrote, with the Biden open border policy, I said many times during rallies and elsewhere that radical Islamic terrorism and other forms of violent crime will become so bad in America that it will become hard to even imagine or believe. This also comes as we're learning that Christians are increasingly being persecuted around the world. The International Christian Concern released its annual report. Religious intolerance is rising as Islamic extremism spreads. Christians are facing more oppression in more countries than any other faith group, with the most targeted in the Middle East, Africa, and Asia.
A live look this morning for you over the city of New Orleans, where today President Biden will be with the First Lady as they follow the deadly Bourbon Street terror attack when a man plowed his truck into a crowd of people celebrating the New Year's Eve celebrations. 14 people killed, dozens of others seriously injured. We're also learning new details about the ISIS-inspired killer. Shamatsad Jabbar is his name, and he was shot and killed in a shootout with police. According to the FBI, he visited New Orleans twice in the months leading up to the attack. He recorded video in the French Quarter with his Meta smart glasses. We also learned he traveled to Cairo in Canada before the attack, but right now it's not clear if those trips are connected. Investigators also say he failed to detonate 2 improvised explosives he planted there in the French Quarter. He was killed by police before detonating them, but it's unclear if they would have exploded because he used the incorrect type of detonating device. Right now, federal investigators think Jabbar acted alone, and they are continuing to investigate his contacts. A vigil was held on Saturday at a Grove Memorial for the victims at the site of the attack. Today, individual memorials and funerals will begin in that community as they begin to heal from that tragedy.
Mark, thank you. Lawsuits also piling up against New Orleans for the way it handled security measures before the attack. One lawsuit set to be filed on Wednesday accuses the city of failing to just implement basic safety precautions for its residents and visitors. Officials admitted the large metal safety posts used to prevent cars from entering pedestrian areas
What
were
is
not
the
up
first
on
point
New
in
Year's
which the
Eve.
provisional broker will begin
Also, following the latest developments in the investigation of the explosion outside the Trump International Hotel in Las Vegas, police say 37-year-old Army Master Sergeant Berger drove a Tesla truck full
when
of
the
fireworks and gasoline to the
NCREC
hotel in the shopping
receives
center as that truck
notification of the
exploded.
provisional broker's
Authorities now say he
activation.
suffered from PTSD and that the blast was a suicide and not an effort to hurt others. In notes he left behind, he wrote the explosion was a stunt to serve as a, quote, wake-up call for previous problems, and that, quote, we are the United
Upon
States of
successful
America. Right now, we are terminally ill.
Live look for you this morning over at Capitol Hill. This afternoon, Congress will meet as part of the joint session to certify Trump's presidential victory. Security is tight with additional fencing and agencies out for us today. The D.C. area also under winter weather alerts. We've been telling you about that all morning. The area could see up to 12 inches of snow today, which could impact Congress members making their way to the Hill. Capitol Police staying in hotels right near the complex to ensure they were able to report to work today. And nearly 500 soldiers with the D.C. National Guard stationed in the area. They're on standby and ready to assist if needed. D.C.'s police chief giving a warning to any successful criminals.
We will not tolerate any violence, rioting, destruction of property, or any behavior that threatens the safety and security of our city. We welcome this.
Bro, why did he shut the door on me?
This incredible
I can't.
offer for those who are intentional on unlawful activity should know that there will be consequences.
And the outgoing president of the Senate, Vice President Kamala Harris, will preside over today's count and her own loss, and will announce Trump's time set for 1 p.m. Eastern. Check for updates right here at the National Desk.
Thank you. President-elect Trump set to return to Washington, D.C. this week to attend the memorial services for former President Jimmy Carter. Carter died last week at the age of 100. Tomorrow, his body will be transported to the Capitol, where he will lie in state. President Biden declared Thursday a National Day of Mourning, when his funeral service will be held at the Washington National Cathedral. Trumping time set to begin deporting migrant criminals on his first day in office, and his efforts could be support from some more leaders.
Blank jump, the one that I invented. I don't think I'm gonna get it, guys.
Good morning, Janet. Some world leaders are now hinting that they will, in fact, cooperate and help out,
Yep.
especially when it comes to taking back citizens who fled the country. But there are others who are staunchly opposed to this and have even warned they will punish the United States once the plan goes into place. On the Trump mass deportation plan, his Trump officials continue to insist the initial focus will be on deporting criminal migrants.
We know a lot of the criminals that are. ICE they're great at this work. We know where some are, but they simply haven't been able to go arrest them because of Secretary America's priorities.
Since I'm laggy, I might have to stop.
Are detained. Questions are mounting about where they'll be sent, especially with countries like Venezuela, Cuba, and China refusing to take them back. Mexico's President Claudia Sheinbaum Friday signaling openness to receiving some non-Mexican migrants, but will ask the U.S. for compensation to return them to their home countries.
With regard to timeshares, all the following are true except
But others have found the opposite, including the president of Honduras.
a timeshare developer and broker must maintain record of sales, rentals,
its
or
military
exchange
base in
transactions
Central
for a
America.
minimum of
Should
3
citizens
years.
of her country be deported, suggesting an end in military cooperation. Supporters of the plan say it's
All
not
money
only about
received by a
removing
timeshare
criminals,
developer
but
or
also
broker
about
must be
changing the
deposited
incentive
within 3
structure
banking days
for
of
large
receipt.
numbers of people to come in the first place. So even Republicans admit there are some logistical challenges, including resources.
What we do physical
And remain in the trust account for 10 days from the date of sale
patrol agents
until cancellation by the purchaser, whichever occurs first.
And today marks 2 weeks until Inauguration Day, and once this
Timeshares are
morning,
not
President-elect
considered real
Donald Trump
estate
has already
and
said
no license
he will be
is
signing
required to sell
executive orders to
timeshare.
get this plan underway immediately. I'm Christine Frizzell for the National News Desk.
Thank you, Christine. Still ahead
Any
this morning,
refunds due
winter
to a
warning.
cancellation of
Our
a
coverage of
timeshare
the winter
purchase will
storm
be
bringing
refunded within
dangerous
30
road
days following the
conditions
date
for
of
tens of
execution of the
millions of
contract.
Americans continues. We're going to take you live to one of the hardest hit areas.
I think this one's it.
Tracking an expected resolution from Canada's Prime Minister that could come as soon as today.
You must be licensed to sell timeshares in
During the
Montreal.
Rooms to Go New Year's mattress sale, it's your last chance to get this therapeutic mattress, any size, and get a second mattress free. That's 2 for the price of 1. Buy the queen size therapeutic for $8.95, get the second same size or smaller free. Buy the king size, get another king or smaller free. Buy a full or twin size, the second one's free. Hurry in. Do not miss this offer. Plus get other great mattress buys at the Rooms to Go New Year's mattress sale.
Getting hurt on a job can have serious consequences. Being injured and out of work can put everything you've worked so hard for at risk. You need help immediately. At Daggett Schuler, we understand the complicated workers' compensation system. insurance company is betting you don't. Our experienced workers' compensation attorneys will help you get all the medical treatment and benefits you are entitled to. When serious matters, call Daggett Schuler at 336-724-1234.
I filed for divorce.
This is going to be a huge fight.
There's someone in this hospital. Some people. This isn't like anything we've ever seen.
What the hell happened? It's bad.
General Hospital, or ABC. It's Special Agent Will Trap. First case back. We're gonna solve this.
We continue to follow breaking news and the powerful winter storm sweeping across half the country. The National News Desk's Shannon Lilly joins us live from Baltimore, Maryland right now to tell us more about the conditions there. And I can see the snow continues falling.
It just continues to fall, Jan. You know, we talked about the fun that people are having, the sledding, a lot of people sleeping in this morning. Let's talk about the hard work that goes into this. I'm joined with Roberto here. You've got your son, your team here, both your sons. Tell me what you're doing here.
Well, at this moment, we're trying to clear up snow that keeps falling so that the business will open up at 9 o'clock. We have a contract to maintain during the year.
Which of the following do not need a real estate permit to sell property?
And you've been here since 1 a.m., you said. So what were
Which
the
of the
conditions
following
like
do
that,
not
and
need
how
a
was it
real
at
estate
all?
Well, it
license to
was,
sell
of
property?
course, it was darker, so it was the wind chill. I mean, it was cold. It was bad. I mean,
Corporation
it's
that
bad.
owns property and is using an employee to
It
sell
just
property.
kept building back up and freezing.
Wow.
So even salt was no good.
So, and how are you, what's your process here? I mean, how are you going about doing this? And is this
auction
snow
house
more
that
difficult,
deals in the
easier
sale
than
of real
what
property.
you've had?
Trying to get it before the rain starts coming, because once it gets wet, it's even worse.
An attorney who
we're trying to
regularly
get it while
and
it's
routinely assists others in
still
buying and
fluffy
selling
and
real
not
property.
really freezing. But as you can see, it's starting to freeze.
To do that, yeah. So you guys have a long
An
day ahead
unlicensed
of you.
assistant
Okay,
sitting
we'll
in
be probably out here till about 8, 9 o'clock tonight.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness! And I do want to check because this is actually your business, right? Ty, right?
Yep.
And talk about what is this like for you? How many snowstorms have you endured, and how does this compare to others?
This is the second year in. I mean, first year with this property. I mean, it's a lot though.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm young. I'm just trying to start my business, make money. By the time I'm 40, I can retire.
Well, good for you, man. I mean, starting early, and you guys have done great work. I mean, you've made a lot of progress, but obviously still a lot more to go with the snow just continuing to fall. Do you like the snow?
I do. I mean, it's cold, but it's easy money. It's really easy money.
Yeah,
So.
that's a good way to look at it. When everyone else is sleeping, these guys are hard at work. What's the name of your company again?
Ty's Landscaping.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you all so much. We appreciate it. And Jan, we'll send it back into you. But yeah, that's the story out here. I mean, the impact
Which
that
of the
people
following is
who are
incorrect
staying at home,
about the
sledding, having fun, but
post-licensing
then also the
requirement
people
of a
have to work
provisional
in it.
vote?
Ty's Landscaping. Everybody call that
Which-
guy.
Incorrect
I love
about
his
the
attitude.
post-licensing
He's-
requirement
yeah,
of a
exactly.
provisional vote provision.
Just like us. All right, Shannon Lilly reporting
Exactly.
live for us from Baltimore, Maryland. Thank you so much. And how apropos, Mark, that
The
they
due date
are
of the
at a tanning
post-licensing
salon.
education is the
Clearing
anniversary
that
date
out.
of licensure.
Palm Beach Tan. I mean, does it get any better?
You said he wants to retire by 40.
He did.
Post-licensing consists of
Oh my goodness.
30-hour courses which may be taken in any order and must be completed
Way
within
beyond
18 months.
that. I'll be with you for 10 more years. Gosh. All right. The Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, reportedly expected to resign as early as today. This story was breaking around 8 or 9 o'clock last night, and we have some new information for you. The exact timing, though, not known just yet. But Canadian media say they're expected to come, and this is all expected to unfold before the National
Post-licensing
Congress meeting.
courses
That is
end on
scheduled for
June
Wednesday
10th.
this week.
Must
This
be
Congress,
completed for
Trudeau's
the
popularity
provisional
in
purpose
Canada
of user
really
license
a
on
downward
June 3rd.
spiral, even facing calls to step down from within his own party. Right now, his country is dealing with a lot of issues: housing crisis, high inflation, the
If a
decline of
provisional
GDP.
broker does not
Right
complete
now,
post-licensing by the
the
deadline, their
Liberals
licensing is
conservatives
suspended.
by a landslide if the election
election is held by late October. Take a look at these numbers right now. According to a Canadian pollster, and this was back right before Christmas time, the disapproval ratings for Justin Trudeau, look at that, 68%, only 28% approve of what he's doing. We'll keep you up to date on this story as it breaks, and that possible resignation, again, that could happen as early as today.
The GOP slamming the New York judge overseeing Trump's payment trial after Judge
If a
Walter
licensee
Shawn announced
does not
plans to
pay their
sentence Trump
renewal
this
fee on
Friday,
or before
10
June
days
30th of the
before
year,
his
what
inauguration.
is the time
Judge
period for
Rashawn said he
licensee
intends to
to
sentence
reinstate
him
their
to a,
license
quote,
without
unconditional
the
discharge,
imposition of
which means
additional
essentially he would avoid jail time, but the conviction would remain on his record. Trump's lawyers plan to ask an appellate court to stop the sentencing hearing, calling it a direct violation of the Supreme Court's immunity decision and other long-standing jurisprudence. Trump wrote it was even more so what the corrupt and totally conflicted political hack judge did and was to be on this shame trial. I even have still an unconstitutional gag order where I am not allowed to speak about the judge's highly disqualifying conflicts of interest. The judge fabricated the facts and the law, no different than the other New York judicial and prosecutorial witch hunts. A suspect is finally in custody after separate stabbing attacks on New York City subways. Officers tracked down 52-year-old Jamar Banks. They say stabbed two men, including a subway janitor, less than 24 hours apart. Both men were in stable condition at last check. Banks has a lengthy criminal record with 87 prior arrests. American buildings are facing a problem that is hidden to many Americans and could be a nightmare to fix. National News Desk's Angela Brown joins us right now. And Angela, we're talking about this elevator crisis happening across America.
Right, Jan. It's something that many of us may never even think about unless it's not working the elevator, but maybe we should. New report from Axios says America may be facing this crisis when it comes to elevators. That's because many elevators are older, the technicians who fix them are aging, and elevators cost a lot to repair. To put this all in perspective, the U.S. has about 1 million elevators, but along with the financial costs, there can also be economic costs as well. According to this study right here, the National Library of Medicine,
This is the rule for
2017,
continuing
1 million emergency room every year due to incidents involving taking the stairs. So that number could go up or get worse depending on the elevator. Not to mention the inconvenience of not having an elevator. There are a number of older elevators in a lot of cities, and there are not a lot of people out there who can fix them, like the city of Detroit, according to Crane Detroit business in San Jose. California, residents of a housing complex were stranded for more than a week when their second elevator went down. Some argue that America could really benefit from federal elevator standards. There is no silver lining, at least according to Axios. One expert says about 80% of the liability issues can be solved by just replacing the doors.
Coming up next, a deadly shooting attack in the West Bank, killing 3 Israelis. New information next here at the Live Desk.
The ABC 45 News team is standing up for you.
Which of the following must
My
go
heart
on
is to make sure something happens to actually see we're making a difference.
Casey's Edward on ABC 45 News at 6 and 11.
an executive of a state
Receive a free safety package. And if you call today, you'll
requires
also receive $1,500 off your entire order. Yes, $1,500 off the price of your brand new Safe Step Walk-In Tub. Proudly made in Tennessee, a Safe Step Walk-In Tub is the best in its class. The ultra-low, easy, safe from having to climb over those high-wall tubs, allowing you to age gracefully in a whole new life.
An auctioneer
And now,
must
you can
have a
enjoy the
real
best
estate
of both
license
worlds.
when
The therapeutic benefits of a warm,
Buyers,
soothing bath that help
for example.
increase mobility, relieve pain, boost energy, and even improve sleep. Or, if you prefer, you can take a refreshing shower with our stand-up shower package. Remember, if you call during National Bath Month, you'll receive a free safety package plus $1,500 off.
ABC 45 News at 6 and 11. Standing up for you.
Breaking news right now out of the West Bank. I'll tell you about 3 Israelis were killed and several others hurt in a bus shooting there. Israel's prime minister vowing to hold the murderers accountable, along with anyone who assisted them. Turning now to the video released by Hamas terrorists that's happened over the weekend, showing one of about 100 hostages still being held in Gaza nearly 15 months after that deadly October 7th attack. These images you see here are from the video that was released. The 19-year-old Libby Albag, an Israeli soldier, was one that was released. A 3.5-minute long video, part of that released package. On Friday, Hamas continued the negotiations in Doha. They also released a list of about 34 hostages that they say will be willing to release in the first stage of a potential hostage ceasefire.
Morning, child. Thanks for joining us. This is our dog. You forgot your glasses, did you?
Well, you didn't understand optical makes eye care easy.
Exactly.
Sorry, you're nervous. 2 pairs of glasses and a free eye exam, $79, all same day. Stand optical. Easy outfit.
Are you looking for a walk-in tub for you or someone you love? Well, look no further. January is National Bath Safety Month, and for a limited time, when you purchase your brand new Safe Step Walk-in tub, you'll receive a free safety package. And if you call today, you'll also receive $1,500 off your entire order. Yes, $1,500 off the price of your brand new Safe Step Walk-in tub. Proudly made in Tennessee, a Safe Step Walk-in tub is the best in its class. The ultra-low Easy Step helps keep you safe from having to climb over those high-wall tubs, allowing you to age gracefully in the home you love. And now, you can enjoy the best of both worlds. The therapeutic benefits of a warm, soothing bath that help increase mobility, relieve pain, boost energy, and even improve sleep. Or, if you prefer, you can take a refreshing shower with our stand-up shower package. Remember, if you call during National Bath Safety Month, you'll receive a free safety package plus $1,500 off.
Along the Mid-Atlantic throughout the day. Well, very good. Monday morning, everyone. Meteorologist Andrew Michael here. That winter storm system moving out of the Ohio Valley today. Cold across a lot of the Midwest here. Only the teens in a few spots for high temperatures. As we head into the day tomorrow, a little quieter for most of us. For Tuesday, cold. Everyone's still below freezing all across the Midwest. Pretty quiet on Wednesday. Got a little disturbance enhancing some of the wind effect snow that we'll have across the Great Lakes and the Ohio Valley.
Good Monday morning, meteorologist Joe Carlo. With the forecast across the region, and the Arctic chill is on. We're starting in the teens from Amarillo to Oklahoma City, 20s and 30s across Texas and Louisiana and Arkansas. Through the day, mainly sunny skies, but it's going to stay cold. 20s Oklahoma City, 30s, 40s. Head down to the south. And then your Tuesday staying cold, but below freezing for many locations, and we're going to stay cold for the remainder of the week.
Good Monday morning. I'm meteorologist Stella Sun. We've got high pressure steering the ship that is going to lead to mostly sunny conditions here in the Pacific Northwest. We do have some lingering impacts of a storm system that will bring some of that mountain snow to the Rockies, portions of Montana, as well as for our friends in Salt Lake City. We are going to start as well if you live in Portland, even in San Francisco as well. You can expect high temperatures this afternoon in the upper 50s for San Francisco and 68 in LA. That's the same from here.
In Poland, with U.S. troops, part of a life exercise less than 40 miles from the Russian border. In Michigan, where presidential politics is in full play.
Sunday at 10 a.m. on ABC 45. When the Triad brings us their traffic troubles, we get them resolved.
You guys have responded, and I really appreciate that.
Email us at traffic tips at Block 0804.
Today's seniors are enjoying life more than ever before, and part of that comes from the independence of driving. Just because I'm a senior, maybe you are too, do we really have to pay? No, we don't.
When was the last time you checked to see if you could get a lower insurance rate? Just call the number on the screen and speak with a licensed insurance agent.
Are you paying too much for your auto insurance? If so, you're just throwing your money away.
You change your oil, you change your tires. Well, maybe it's time to change your car's insurance company.
You may be able to save a lot of money.
As a responsible driver, you always check your gauges, right? and you check for other cars.
All of the following are true under the North Carolina
Now's the time
Condominium
to
Act.
check on your
So,
auto insurance rates. You need to make sure that you're not paying more than you need to.
1-800-425-4035. 1-800-425-4035.
the units are usually separately
BBC
taxed and
45
assessed.
News at 6 and 11. Standing up for you.
The National News Desk, America's News Now.
There must be a unit owners association prior to the transfer of the first unit.
Now on the National News Desk, America's News Now, forced out
The unit owner
embattled
is
Canadian
prohibited
Prime
from
Minister
ownership
Justin
of
Trudeau
land and must take
expected
only
to
title to their
resign.
individual
What's
unit.
next for Canada as it suffers from years of the Liberal leaders' policies? Plus,
If the
And
buyer
we want to make
cancels
sure
within
that
a
we're
7-day
jumpstarting the
recession
agenda
period,
now
all
for the next 2
land
weeks. So he's
property
prepared and ready on day one.
Certification Day, Congress set to make Trump's landslide election victory official as they lay out how they will execute his America First agenda. Also,
I got extra water, I got extra food, I got double of everything.
definition of a condominium is when an individual owns both a unit and shares on the same.
you got that right. Snowed in. A major winter storm slamming at least 2 dozen states, and we're tracking the travel delays and growing power outages as we come on the air. Thanks for joining us. You are watching the National News Desk, America's News Now. I'm Gina Jeffcoat. It is Monday, January 6th, and right now several states seeing their first significant winter storm in years. We want to get right to Mark Boyle at the live desk following the very latest. Mark, this is your first rodeo here in the D.C. area, and you're a Florida guy.
I am a Florida guy, but I enjoy it outside. And right now, it's some of the video on your screen, some brand new video. This from Hollywood, Maryland, showing the near whiteout conditions covering the roads, continuing to snow overnight. Right now, that massive winter storm we've been talking about, it is impacting 27 states. Snow, sleet, gusty winds. Nearly 60 million Americans are feeling the impacts of this winter storm. Right now, let's take a look right now at the current active radar, where the snow is hitting on the East Coast. All the blue. We are seeing some clearing on the backside. You see that starting to fill in right here, but still snowing, coming down pretty good clip right now in downtown Washington, D.C., Roslyn, Arlington area, where we are this morning, from Virginia through D.C. this morning, and then it's going to move plowing that storm, bringing treacherous travel conditions for drivers. Some folks needing help to get out of the way. You see, this is one example right here. It's what neighbors helping neighbors across the country this morning. And here's a look.
But how is he faster than me?
The ice accumulation throughout the end
Probably
of the day.
because of lag versus normal equals.
From northeastern Kentucky,
Yeah.
western Virginia, and all the way into D.C., really down south towards Richmond. All the pink and the red shaded areas, that's the area of concern for the roads to be icy, especially later tonight. And travel troubles are a real deal. Watch this. Look at the numbers. Cancellations, not delays, but cancellations out of DCA, Reagan National. More than 200 flights, really a large bank of flights this morning, just X out altogether. Baltimore, all dealing with some issues out there, and that will continue with the storm. And we already saw major issues yesterday. We could see that domino effect roll into tomorrow as well. Just updating these numbers, the power outage situation across the country. Kentucky now, this number has gone up in the past 30 minutes, now over 93,000 customers without power. In Virginia, 62,000 customers in the dark. Indiana, West Virginia, and Illinois as well, showing major power outages. Now, look at these alerts, active alerts. The winter weather alerts are up across much of the country. Millions of Americans, you see the pink, that's the snowstorm that we're following. The winter weather alert stretching across much of the eastern seaboard this morning. Tomorrow, we could see some of the alerts as well. Still out for many folks. Schools have been shut down. Businesses closed. Non-emergency federal offices shut down as well. And at the same time, wind is going to be a problem. Wind gusts 40 miles per hour in some areas, leading to blizzard-like conditions. We saw that play out in Missouri and Kansas yesterday. We'll keep a close eye on the conditions for you this morning here at the live desk, and you can track the storm and stay ahead of it anytime at the National Weather Desk, nationaldesk.com.
Thank you, Mark. Taking a live look over a snowy Capitol right now. Today, Congress is set to certify President-elect Trump's election win, regardless of the weather in Washington, D.C. House Speaker Mike Johnson asked all members to stay in town and expects the process to start around 1 p.m. Eastern.
Whether we're in a blizzard or not, we're going to be in that chamber making sure this is done. Listen, President Trump had a mandate, a landslide, so many electoral votes, and we get to count them all, and we cannot delay that certification.
Johnson has also officially retained the speaker position on Friday. He won enough votes on the first ballot after getting Trump's endorsement. It's also clear most Republicans appear to back Donald Trump's policies. The National News Desk's Christine Frizzell live in D.C. Some lawmakers questioning how much of Trump's policy priorities should go into a single bill. That's what the big discussion is right now.
Within.
Yeah, Janet, if you ask a lot of Republicans, including Donald Trump himself, he would say as much as possible should go in that bill. But there is another school of thought here on Capitol Hill this week, that let's get border security passed first, and then let's worry about tax cuts and all the other priorities after that. Now, there has already been an effort underway in the Senate, even among Donald Trump's closest allies, to put together two bills. Senator Lindsey Graham, a major ally of Trump and the chairman of the Senate Budget Committee, says securing the border with more detention beds and ICE agents, that will likely cost $100 billion, and they expect to get no support from Democrats, which means all the votes would need to come from all the Republicans. Graham is warning, quote, if you hold the border security hostage to get tax cuts, you're playing Russian roulette with our national security. But the concern is that some of those staunch conservative Republicans whose top priority is spending cuts, that they won't go for it unless there are cuts in the bill as well. They want to use the reconciliation process to lump it all together, which could bring every Republican on board.
I think at the end of the day, President Trump is going to prefer, as he likes to say, one big, beautiful bill. And there's a lot of merit to that because we can put it all together, one big up or down vote, which can save the country quite literally because there are so many elements to it. And it'll give us a little bit more time to negotiate that and get it right.
That process would, of course, take a little longer, though Speaker Mike Johnson says he's confident that he could have this bill passed and on President Trump's desk by his first 100 days in office on April 30th. He also says that using that reconciliation process would mean it only needs a simple majority to pass in the Senate, not 60 votes. I'm Christine Frizzell for the National News Desk.
Christine, thank you. Meantime, in the Senate, Republicans are confident that all of Trump's nominees
is this one done?
over the weekend.
Majority
Leader John Thune reportedly talked to Trump and told him that Defense Secretary nominee Pete Hegseth had the votes.
These are nominees who are new enough. They've been going around and conducting their meetings, which I think, frankly, have gone very well. But they still have to meet their case in front of the committee. And, we don't know all the information about some of these nominees. I think we know a lot about them, but they deserve a fair process.
The Senate is set to start those hearings next Monday. In developments this morning, the fight over TikTok in the U.S., the Justice Department now asking the Supreme Court to reject Trump's request to delay a law that would ban the app or force its sale by January 19th. Last week, Trump filed a legal brief arguing he should have time after taking office to pursue a resolution. The court is set to hear arguments on Friday. And now to a health alert for you this morning. Costco pulling more of its cold and flu medicine from shelves because of possible contamination. It is the second time in less than a month the Kirkland Signature Severe Cold and Flu medicine has been impacted. Now, those boxes were purchased somewhere between October 30th and November 30th, and they were all sold in locations in the Midwest and Southeast. And this morning, President Biden being accused of mishandling the bird flu outbreak, and Trump is to take action when he's back in office. In the Washington Post op-ed, former commissioner of the Food and Drug Administration, Scott Gottlieb, wrote, a program to compensate dairy farms upon finding infected cattle wasn't launched until this past summer, a crucial step to ensure that livestock owners aren't saddled with financial hardship as they identify compromised herds. Trump has an opportunity to show how public health safeguards can be judiciously matched to genuine risks, strengthening national security and mitigating threats before they fully emerge. From colleges to corporations, DEI policies are being phased out across the country, and now another state is moving in that direction. On News Desk's Angela Brown explains.
Promises from President-elect Donald Trump to end DEI policies at the federal level and beyond.
At the same time, we will ban these unlawful policies from we're going to ban them from the private sector as well.
That is already happening with colleges cutting DEI nationwide. The Chronicle is tracking states dismantling diversity, equity, and inclusion in higher ed. As of December 20th, 2024, the Chronicle has tracked changes at 215 college campuses in 32 states. This map highlights where these changes are taking place, and Ohio could be next. Nicholas Giordano, Campus Reform.
Ohio Senate Bill 83, while it failed in 2024, they're going to try and re-adopt it in 2025, and it seems to have a decent chance of passing the legislative body, and it shows that the tide against DEI is finally turning.
It's not just colleges, but also corporations. Major corporations, including Walmart, Lowe's, and Ford, are rolling back DEI programs. Mark Morial, president of the National Urban League.
We need American business leaders to stand up for American values. And one value of this nation is equal opportunity. That's all diversity, equity, and inclusion is about. It's about creating a level playing field for all.
Well, one company standing firm is Costco, standing by its DEI initiatives. Some Trump supporters now say they may boycott.
Thank you so much, Angela. Still ahead on the National News Desk, we continue to follow breaking news this morning. Live coverage of the snowstorm impacting millions of Americans, causing blizzard-like conditions in some areas.
And breaking news right now for Live Desk. New reports ballistic missile launched out of North Korea as one high-ranking U.S. official is visiting Seoul. Brand new information for you on the other side of this break.
In the event that a licensee fails to deliver within a reasonable time a completed copy of the purchase agreement or offer to buy and sell real estate and buy and sell them, the North Carolina Real Estate Commission may take all the following
Well, you
actions.
didn't understand optical makes I get it easy. Exactly. Sorry, nervous.
Revoke the agent's
Special
license.
glasses and free eye exam, $79, all same day. Stanton Optical, easiest outfit. Are you looking for
Suspend the agent's license.
And for a limited time, when you purchase your brand new Safe Step Walk-in tub, you'll receive a free safety package. And if you call today, you'll also receive $1,500 off your entire order. Yes, $1,500 off the price of your brand new Safe Step Walk-in tub. Proudly made in Tennessee, the Safe Step Walk-in tub is the best in its class. The ultra-low Easy Step helps keep you safe from having to climb over those high-wall tubs, allowing you to age gracefully in the home you love. And now, you can enjoy the best of both worlds. The therapeutic benefits of a warm, soothing bath that help increase mobility, relieve pain, boost energy, and even improve sleep. Or, if you prefer, you can take a refreshing shower with our stand-up shower package. Remember, if you call during National Bath Safety Month, you'll receive a free safety package plus $1,500 off.
And this morning, we continue to follow a major winter storm hitting more than half of America. Some areas getting snow that have not been hit this hard in years. So that includes our nation's capital. The National News Desk, John Gonzalez. It is live in our nation's capital right now. Good morning to you, John. And my goodness, has that snow stopped yet? I know there was a little bit of a reprieve earlier this morning.
Yeah, it's tapered off a little bit, but it's back, and it's back with a vengeance. We keep getting more and more snow. And let's see, is it good snowball making snow? Yeah, not so much. Not so much powdery stuff, but it is heavy, and it is sticking like glue here in the nation's capital. We have at least 5 inches of snow. The mayor declared a snow emergency last night. More than 250 trucks are out here in the nation's capital trying to clear the roadways. This is one of those major roadways, what's considered a snow emergency route. The mayor wants all parked cars off roads like this to make sure folks can evacuate if need be. But boy, it is cold as well. Last check, 25 degrees here in our nation's capital. So even though we've got some pavement on the major roadways, it's going to stick around, and it's going to be a messy work here throughout the day. Schools are closed, and of course the federal government has closed. They implemented last night a mandatory telework for federal workers to keep them off the roadways so the crews can get their work done and try to clear some of the roadways here in our nation's capital. A major snowstorm here in D.C. We haven't had this in years. Yeah. And I just know, Jan, when I get home after a busy day of work, my daughter's going to want to hit the hills.
Yeah, have to hit some of that snow shoveling too for the wifey, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Johnny G, good to see you. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Sure.
Right now, at the live desk, we are tracking the latest tensions between North and South Korea this morning. The South says the North fired a ballistic missile into the sea, flying about 685 miles before landing in the waters between the Korean Peninsula and Japan. A live look now for you over South Korea this morning in Seoul. The South's Joint Chiefs of Staff said the mid-range missile was fired from an area near the North Korean capital, Pyongyang, and in the launch, preparations were detected in advance by the U.S. and South Korean militaries. Japan's defense ministry also saying that the missile landed
I'm gonna just end this stream.
exclusive.
I'm gonna just end this stream with no outro because I do not want to do an outro.
The launch came at the same time as U.S. Secretary of State Anthony
Did you figure out
Blinken
the
was
timer?
visiting Seoul for talks with South
Nope.
Korean allies over the North Korean nuclear ongoing threat. We'll update
So you
this
haven't got it to work?
story for you this morning here.
That whole live stream was for nothing.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
See you. America's news now. We have reporters all across the country in your neighborhoods covering issues that matter to you. From the search for retail robbers in Washington to surging food cases in Michigan, we are taking a pulse of America. But we start with outrage in Massachusetts after a statue of a police officer was vandalized.
Somebody with some serious problems.
One shining statue on unfolded for fallen police officers, now told by a coating of yellow spray paint.
These are the people that obviously gave the ultimate sacrifice, and then you come down and see something like this. It's upsetting.
The disturbing discovery was made by department staff late last night. Fall River Police posted this photo they believe is responsible. The tribute features a young girl being guided by a city officer with the names of 5 patrolmen who lost their lives in the line of duty engraved beside the statue.
Nobody cares about when they're focusing their anger and they're focusing on the life.
As people come home from visiting family for the holidays, doctors say many of them are bringing home a gift they don't want. It happens every year about this time. It's a little bit early, but this is a normal time. It looks like at this point it's a higher year than normal. Dr. Rick Van Enck is the Director of Infection Prevention and Epidemiology for Bronson. He says the number of norovirus cases will likely go up. Data from the CDC shows there were at least 91 reported outbreaks nationwide the week of December 5th. That's an increase of 69 from the same week in 2023. One of the things that we like people to know is stay home.
Working hand in hand, these two retail theft suspects have been spotted hitting up T-Mobile and AT&T stores more than 30 times since October. Bonnie Lake police say the pair have been busy, working their way through stores across the Puget Sound, from Tacoma, Lacey, and Puyallup to Bellevue, Chehalis, Everett, Seattle, and beyond. Police have identified the two suspects as Aletha Ainsback and Sean Barrett. Jim Budo with Crime Stoppers of Puget Sound says this level of retail theft is only becoming more and more common.
They know that officers are responding to priority 1 calls, crimes against people rather than crimes against property, and they're taking advantage. And when they're not being arrested, they're not being held accountable.
Coming out of a recall on broccoli shipped to 20 different states due to potential contamination. The brand you need to throw out if you have it in your refrigerator or
According
freezer.
to the North Carolina Good Fund Settlement Act,
With U.S. troops,
when
part of
is
a live
the
fire
settlement agent
exercise less than
allowed
30
to
miles
disperse
from
money to the
Mexico.
seller and the commission check to the broker?
In Michigan, where presidential politics is in full play.
Sunday at 10 a.m. on ABC
At
45.
settlement?
When the Triad brings us their traffic troubles, we get them resolved.
You guys have responded, and I really appreciate that.
Email us at traffictips
After
at
settlement meeting?
abc45.com. Triad Traffic Trouble, sponsored in part by Tatum and Atkinson. 1-800-LAW-4804.
After parties sign papers and the seller signs the deed.
Part of that comes from the independence of driving. Just because I'm a senior, maybe you are too. Do we really have to pay outrageously?
Once the transaction has been recorded.
No, we don't.
When was the last time
when you check to see if you could get a lower insurance rate. Just call them on the screen and speak with a licensed insurance agent.
Are you paying too much for your auto insurance? If
No
so,
funds may be dispersed by the settlement agent
Change your oil, you
until
change
the
your
deed has
tires.
been
Well,
recorded.
maybe it's time to change your car's insurance company.
You may be able to save a lot of money.
As a responsible driver, you always check your gauges, right? And you check for other cars and pedestrians.
Well, now is the time to check on your auto insurance rates. You need to make sure that you're not paying more than you need to.
1-800-425-4035. 1-800-425-4035. ABC 45 News at 6 and 11. Standing up for you.
This morning, we have a recall to tell you about. Braga Fresh is pulling their 12-ounce bags of washed, ready-to-eat, market-side broccoli due to potential listeria contamination. They're sold at retailers in 20 states, and these vegetables have a sell-by December 10th, 2024. According to the FDA, listeria was discovered in a random sample. So far, no illnesses have been reported in connection to the vegetables. The product's no longer in stores now, but you may want to check your freezer just in case you froze them.
President Biden facing blowback after blocking a major steel deal. On Friday, Biden used executive action to stop Japan's Nippon Steel from buying U.S. steel for $14.3 billion. In a statement, U.S. Steel's president and CEO wrote, President Biden's action today is shameful and corrupt. He gave a political payback to a union boss out of touch with his members while harming our company's future, our workers, and our national security. The Biden-Harris administration is trying to ban most natural gas hot water heaters. The Energy Department finalized the rule last month without any public announcement. The rule would phase out 40% of new tankless water heaters by 2029, leaving Americans with fewer options and higher prices. The American Gas Association plans to fight the regulation in court. Their chief counsel said the Energy Department's decision to ban an entire segment of instantaneous water heaters is deeply concerning and irresponsible. This regulation not only oversteps legal boundaries, but also ignores the reality of what American consumers need and can afford. Still ahead in our next hour of the National News Desk, Terror Alert. An alarming warning about the dramatic rise of radical Islamic extremism after the massacre on Bourbon Street.
And we are tracking a major winter storm this morning affecting millions of Americans, bringing severe conditions to more than 60 million Americans. New video and live alerts coming up next right here at the live desk.
When a tenant dies, he is a sole occupant of a lease. The North Carolina Residential Act provides that.
At West Shore Home, we help hundreds of homeowners every week replace their old step-over bathtubs with a modern step-in shower in as little as 1 day. And right now, our 1-week New Year flash sale is making it easy to start the year with a brand new shower. Right now, you can get one installed in your home in as little as 1 day with no payments or interest for 12 full months. Tons of homeowners love this option.
The lease is automatically terminated upon
The
tenants and security deposit may be retained by the landlord.
also take 10% off the cost of your entire remodeling project. But just because it's affordable doesn't mean we cut corners. With our world-class remodeling experience,
The owner or property manager must pursue and
you
eviction
don't have
against
to
the
deal
estate
with
of the
the trouble.
deceased.
We'll remove your old bath down to the studs and replace it with a brand new shower. You can even pick on your grab bar and seat
The
placements.
owner or property manager may file an affidavit for possession and must
And
hold
leave
the
it
tenant's personal property for 90
You don't have
days.
to worry about any extra mess. This flash sale is extended this week only, with 12 months of no payments and no interest. You don't need to worry about making a single payment
The
for
landlord or property manager
entire
may give
year
a 90-day
after
notice to
installation.
terminate the lease unless the account
20% off
for
your
and
entire
return the
project.
security
If you're
deposit to
still
the
not
estate.
sure, call right now and I'll take an additional $500 off your remodel. Call the number on your screen or visit westshorevest.com to get started.
This morning, we are tracking that winter storm slamming 27 states.
This
snow,
is a special
wind,
provision
ice
in the North
impacting more
Carolina
than 60
residential
million Americans. It's a brand new video into the live desk right now. This is
rental
Fairborn,
agreement.
Ohio. Northeast of Dayton, you can see that snow really coming down right there overnight, covering roadways, creating treacherous travel conditions for
That is
tons of
different
commuters
than
out there
national real
this
estate.
morning. And that area could see a foot of snow before all is said and done tomorrow, that area is under winter storm warnings until about midnight tonight, and officials warn that travel could be next to impossible. And right here in D.C., Northern Virginia, and Baltimore area, the snow is still underway. The snow is starting to pile up. I took this video on the way into work around 3:30 this morning here in the Arlington, Virginia area. Plow out there, trying to make sure things stay clear for those who are walking around. Many schools, federal buildings closed today as well. The region here can see up to a foot of snow by tomorrow morning as well. We'll see what those final numbers are. And just updating these power outage numbers for you right now. Virginia leading the way with nearly 90,000 outages. Illinois on that list, just shy of 40,000. And showing you the active alerts right now, bringing you up to date on the very latest. That pink area, that's the area of concern as that big snowstorm continues to move towards the east right now. You can follow the storm online to National Weather Desk or the nationaldesk.com. More reports for you coming up at the top of the hour. But for now, look at a closer look at the area in your neighborhood with news and weather now.
Morning, Triad. Thanks for joining us. It's Monday, January 6th. I'm Casey Zanoway. Let's get right to your morning headlines. A man is critically injured.
Janice leased a property that was owned by an investor and managed by a licensed property manager. Janice was recently the victim of domestic violence and assault by her boyfriend, who is also named Denise. All the following are except
people inside that home, including children. When they opened the door, they found 65 Marcel
if request is made of the property manager, they must change the locks and the owner must pay for the new locks on the property.
The officer then shot his weapon in self-defense. The suspect was taken to the hospital and is currently in critical but
If
stable
requested, the
condition.
owner or property
No one else
manager
in the
must change
home
the
or any
locks
other
within 48 hours or
injured.
allow the tenant
Police
to
say
do so.
Jimmy Bondi has faced 11 charges over the last 21 months, including assault on women and government officials. As is standard procedure, state
Janice can be
officials
required
are
to
now
pay for the
reviewing
lock
the
change.
incident. A woman is dead after she was hit by a car in
Janice's
Thomasville.
boyfriend will
It
remain
happened on
liable on
Friday around
release. The
8:45
property
p.m.
manager and door owner
Officers
do
at the
not have
Thomasville
to give
Police Department say they were called to the intersection of Trinity Street and Mason Way. This was in response to a collision involving a car and pedestrian. Police say 30-year-old Danica Robinson was traveling west on Trinity Street when she was hit by a vehicle traveling in the same direction. Police say the driver remained on
Victims
scene and
of
was
domestic
uninjured.
violence have a right
Robinson
to
was
have
taken to the
locks changed
hospital
within
where she
48
later
hours
died.
or they must be permitted
Police
to
are
do
still
so.
investigating the
The
crash.
person needs to
So
be
far,
requested
there
that
is
the
no
locks be
word on
changed
any
and be
arrests
required
or
to give those
charges
calls.
at this time. A 58-year-old woman is dead following a crash in Archdale on Friday morning. Officers with Archdale Police Department say it happened around 10:45 a.m. They responded to the 100 block of Havenwood Drive for a reported crash. When they arrived, they found the driver of the vehicle, 58-year-old Patricia Collins, unconscious. She was taken to the hospital, but later died from her injuries. Police say no one else was in the vehicle. The crash is currently under investigation. North Carolina Congresswoman Virginia Fox is recovering today after falling down a staircase at the U.S. Capitol. A representative from Fox's office says the 81-year-old representative was walking up a marble staircase to meet her family when she
There is an
slipped
earnest money
and
dispute
fell.
between
They
the
say
buyer
she
and
was
seller
checked
over
out
the
by
return
medical
of
personnel before going to
picture
the
of
independent physician's
earnest money
office where
held
she
by the
was
broker.
treated for cuts.
Broker must
She sent out a message on X on Friday saying she was doing just
Watch Midway Weather on ABC 45 News, weeknights at 6 and 11.
forfeiture.
You know some shit about that.
Release the funds to the proper party according to the terms of contract.
You guys have eyes on your target. Shouldn't we try to down?
Follow the directions of the buyer to whom the funds legally belong.
People have a lot
Hold the
of
funds
things to
until
say.
receipt of mutual agreement or deposit them after 90 days from the clerk.
Great service, great settlement. Now that's the advantage. Get the James Scott Fair.
Hold the law offices of James Scott.
Yes, Robert, I make no bones about it.
Because you really know how to take a bite out of insurance companies.
Smart dog.
Follow the directions and instructions of the buyer's attorney.
Today's news are BBC 45.
Injured victims here in the Carolinas. Know to call James Scott.
They know how to get you all the money that you deserve.
It was fast, free.
And they go above and beyond.
Call the law offices of James Scott.
Can I have five?
Right.
Coming up next on WXLP
I need five
ABC
for
45.
Oh
It's time for Pictionary.
Not one.
Our celebrity captain, you love as the host of
Not
Scott.
two.
We won't mix
Not three.
it's rated some
Not four. But not one. But not three. Or four. I'm talking five. Oh, I'm talking do five. No, not zero. Give me one. Nope, not one. Not two. Not three. Not four. But not one. Two. Not three. But five. Nope.
I hate you.
You know what you just said. Oh my God. You just said it.
Oh, no.
I'm not ever getting you food again because you said it again.
Our first category is up and away.
That's it. I'll just have to spank you. Come here for your spanking. Bend over.
No.
You ready? People take traveling.
Bend over.
I'm live. You weirdo.
Good check. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Raven, get on up here. Lucky Raven. Danielle, Cheryl, you're in great hands. People take traveling.
Okay.
Sketch.
Okay, cool. Let's just her rush.
Shampoo is correct. Gotta make sure if it's a carry-on, it's under 5 ounces. It's super important. I just use the hotel shampoo. I just whatever they got. Me too. Jay, get on up here. Get him. Jay, I gotta say, we were talking earlier. Your voice. Can you just say welcome to Pictionary? Welcome to Pictionary. Oh, wow. We just won an Emmy. I mean, I'm not even on like, I sound like this. Okay, Jay. All right, here we go. All right. So, Jay, I'm in love. I'm feeling something in my body. I don't know what's happening. Okay, back. Okay, wake up. 15 seconds on the clock. Things people take traveling. Use colors. Sketch. All right. See, when I'm going travel to the airport, and the first thing I need is a Band-Aid. Okay, they get a paddles drop. Or a emergency bag. A toiletry. Floss. Dental floss. It's not a Band-Aid. You did a great job, Jay. I really don't know what else you could have done. It's all right there.
Passport.
Colton wants to guess again. Rapunzel, was it his prescription medicine? That's what it was, yeah. That's why I was saying, Jay, you did such a great job. You used colors. I mean, how do you draw medicine? It's impossible. No worries, Jay. Your voice is still amazing. Have a seat. Danielle, get on up here. Danielle, welcome to Pictionary. 15 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Things people take traveling. You got it?
Yeah.
Sketch.
People take traveling. Sometimes they take their babies. Sometimes they take a suitcase.
Well done.
They take their inhaler. They take a plug. Charger.
Charger is correct. Correct Pictionary. you, handsome young man. Grab your stylus there. Wow. Things people take traveling. Good luck with this one. Okay, all right. Got it? Yeah. Done.
Sketch. Now, a lot of people when they're traveling, I see them in the airport walking around and then they have other people with them. Their children.
Children is correct. Well done. Marlon, you didn't draw me and my wife yelling at our children. Cheryl, get on up here. Cheryl, the Pictionary is such a pleasure having you here. Use colors here, okay? Sketch. Things people take traveling.
Okay, they take their wallet, they take their ID, they take their camera, digital camera. She's not letting me know if it's a suitcase, a bag, wallet, a journal, card.
Passport is correct. Good for 100 points. Way to go, Cheryl. All right, you guys. Not even just in the league 300 and 200, but now it's time to meet today's superfan Jeannie from our sister station, BATL Channel 36 in Covington, Georgia. Jeannie, welcome to Pictionary.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Jeannie, how do you stay busy when you're not watching Pictionary?
I'm not taking care of my son. I like to travel.
Love it. I want to come. So excited to play with you today. Hey, Craig, what are we playing for?
Miss Phillips Modern. Experience rich bar displays with the Phillips Modern. Find us at Amazon.com.
All right. Let's get you this prize. I'm going to give you a clue, then I'm going to draw. You have 10 seconds to guess correctly. If you do, you're going to win that Phillips monitor. The clue is something at a school. Something at a school. 10 seconds on the clock. Stay with me here. Here we go.
A book, a desk, a flag.
Flag is correct. We did it. We got that Phillips monitor. You would know whenever you see the QR code on your screen, be sure to scan it with your smartphone for bonus footage or behind the scenes action with me and our celebrity guests. We'll be right back with our Pictionary.
Emotional consideration provided by Convincing. Stay ahead of moderate to severe eczema as you welcome the feeling of touch, clearer skin, and less scabs. The #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists from within. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain, vision changes, or blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma or other medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent. We'll be right back with more Pictionary.
The Thompson to my front door look shut, right?
Did we need to wait for down to top it up?
No.
Now, for a young homeowner turning to their parents, the neighborhood is their life.
Everyone was visiting the Bergs. It's not their car. I got to win it.
Guess what I did to make me play like this? My graphics was too high. It was all the way at max. I just made it to 1 and now I'm better.
So it's not as glitchy?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How do you know how to do that?
He told me.
Who did?
I'm the guy I'm playing with.
Seriously?
Yeah.
3 Plus stands for track your glucose in real time, so everyone else doesn't have to. And over time, you can help lower your A1C. Confident choices for more control in your
Lower
life.
the graphics.
This is progress. Learn more and try for free.
How do you know how to lower the graphics?
I was like, I can't find it. I can't find it.
Where is it?
At my settings.
Looking for something different? Try our new meal plans. It's a
Awesome.
Like, look at the speedrun I'm able to do.
Do what?
Like, look at my graphics. It's amazing, right?
Yeah, it's going a lot better. No lagging.
Well, I normally play with low graphics. I hate playing with high graphics. And I did not know I had high graphics.
Where's your settings at?
In the Roblox menu.
Not kidding.
Water-based cream, I'm telling you, it's invisible on
Look
the
at
skin.
this.
It works like a
That's
dream.
awesome. You're moving like a speedrunner.
I died again because of that.
Well, that's okay. You're moving like a speedrunner. And guess what else?
Well, D.
Consider Scenarios to take care of others. Find all the care you need at care.com.
What happens to an unstoppable force? It's a movable raccoon. Attack. Bark. Attack. It's not easy taking out the trash. That's why you need strength as anything with working.
These days, the dog just doesn't go as far. But at Red Big Shrimping, baby, it's shrimp you know. Choose 2 or 3 flavors starting at just $16.99. Like garlic shrimp skin. Get your shrimp on today, only at Red Lobster.
Happy face.
This news is for you. The CDC now recommends you get vaccinated against glaucoma. Why? 50-year-old it'll work for yours.
Also, try our new hand and body lotion. Welcome back to Dictionary.
Were you doing Jay's voice now?
Oh, we all have voices like this on our team.
Team Ravens in the lead, 300 and 200, but Team Colton has a chance to drop even because now each word is worth 200 points. Steals are worth 100 points. Our next category is, it's getting hot in her.
Yes.
Weather.
Oh, okay. That's not little band-aids.
So hot in her. Weather. 15 seconds on the clock, 200 points, sketch. Use colors.
Rain. Tornado.
Snowball.
10 seconds.
Mix noise. Rain. Drops. Mist.
Weather. Drizzle. 2 seconds. Storm. We ran out of time. Team Raven's going to analyze this.
I feel like it's so chaotic and cold, like a blizzard.
Ooh, cold. It's
Right?
the color too.
You want to
Curtains just staring ahead.
I want to try for blizzard.
But life is good.
Good job. You gave us every snowstorm and snowstorm.
Yeah, hurricanes.
Get on up here, Raven. 15 seconds on the clock. Your team's in the lead. Let's extend it. Use colors. Sketch. Things associated with weather.
Mountains, mudslide, river, rapids,
Seconds.
floods.
Flood is correct. Well done. Jay with the most amazing voice. Get on up here. Jay, forget about your voice. We haven't talked about your mustache. It's incredible. No, it's incredible. You have the best voice and the best mustache we've ever had. 2 for 2. All right, here we go. 15 seconds on the clock. Let's stay in this. Sketch.
All right, we got ourselves, okay, this is the kind of, an avalanche.
Avalanche is correct. Well done. Great use of color. All right, Danielle, get on up here. Here we go. Team's just in the lead. No pressure. This is fun. Dictionary's fun.
Yeah, we need these.
15 seconds on the clock. Need the exact wording. Sketch. Things associated with weather.
Cumulonimbus cloud, thunderclouds, rain cloud.
Rain cloud is correct. Well done. Marlon, get on up here. Here we go. Use colors. We can do this, Marlon, okay? Things associated with weather. Sketch.
All right, so now it's a beautiful day out today, and it is hot. So there's hot wave.
Heat wave is correct.
Very nice.
Heat wave. Running through the
On a vacation rental unit, the new buyer must honor leases for
exact
occupancy
wording. Use colors.
as long as they occur within how many days.
Right now we have a hurricane, tornado, thunderstorm, lightning storm,
8 seconds.
hurricane.
We ran out of time. I see what you were doing, Cheryl. I see what you're doing.
Did they say thunderstorm?
thunderstorm? Is that an apocalypse then? Because I heard them say thunder, and I heard them say lightning, but I didn't hear them say thunderstorm. I don't think they said it. Thunderstorm?
Yeah.
Close, everybody. We were looking for tropical storm. Tropical storm.
All right, no worries. Nobody got it. Have a seat. Keep ready. Just believe 800 to 600, but we've got you penciled in for more. We got another game coming up, and each one is worth 500 points. You at home, use your smartphone, scan the QR code right
All of the following are true of a firm license.
Coffee Day. Kit with exceptional taste. Cook recipes affordably and easily. Generously portioned servings for the family so everyone eats happy. Visit Dinnerly.com.
Every real estate brokerage that is employing licensees must have a firm license.
Despite being on an antidepressant, I was still masking my depression.
A firm license must be obtained from a qualifying broker.
Antidepressant alone wasn't enough, so she recommended an add-on treatment. She recommended adding Rexulti.
A firm license is only required when an entity has been formed.
More than an antidepressant alone. So with my antidepressant, Rexulti could provide a boost. Elderly people with dementia
A firm license must be renewed every year by June 30th.
Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and actions and worsen depression in children and young adults. Call your healthcare provider right away to report new or sudden changes in moods, behavior, thoughts, or feelings, or if you develop suicidal thoughts or actions. Report fever, stiff muscles, and confusion, which can be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High blood sugar can lead to coma or death. Weight gain, increased cholesterol, unusual urges, dizziness on standing, falls, seizures, trouble swallowing, or sleepiness may occur.
Could adding Rexulti
Be right for you? Ask your doctor about adding Rexulti.
Look who it is. Mommy, go.
This is my dog. Did you?
Well, you didn't understand optical makes eye care easy.
Exactly.
Sorry, you're right. 2 pairs of glasses and a free eye exam, $79, all same day. Scan optical. This is outfit.
What's the matter, fella?
I was in a car wreck and I think I hurt my sacroiliac.
Why don't you see a doctor?
That costs money.
No worries. We're attorneys Tatum and Atkinson. We'll work to get the insurance company to pay for your doctors, your lost wages, and your pain and suffering.
Check my sacroiliac.
I don't think you have a sacroiliac.
Must have been an option.
Correct? Call us.
We're attorneys Tatum and Atkinson.
The heavy hitter.
Heavy hitters.
I'm Jonathan Lawson. If you're 50 to 85, please listen closely. The lock I want to talk to you about isn't the one on your door. It's a rate lock for your life insurance that guarantees that once you're insured, your rate can never
What
go
is
up.
the maximum late fee that a landlord,
Many policies
owner,
are
or property manager
but
may
you
charge
can
a
get a
tenant
lifetime
for
rate
the
lock from
1.6
Colonial Bank. This plan was designed for people with fixed income, with coverage options that start at $9.95 a month. That's less than 35 cents a day. Your rate is locked in for life. Coverage can never be canceled.
$15 or 5% of rent,
guaranteed.
whichever
You
is
cannot
greater.
be turned down because of your health. See for yourself. Call for an information kit and get. Both are free.
$15 or 5% rent, whichever is less.
For your free information and your free gift, that's 1-800-418-9990. 1-800-418-9990. Call now.
Maximize your energy savings with
$25 or 25% of rent, whichever is greater.
and you could save up to $4,500 through possible tax credits and other discounts. Purchase a new system today, and ARS will buy back your old inefficient HVAC system. Expert technicians, guaranteed service, and flexible payment options.
$10 or
Great
10%
reasons to
of
call
rent,
ARS.
whichever
Request a
is less.
complimentary consultation from ARS Rescue Router today. Call 336-355-2444 to schedule your appointment. Call ARS and Rescue Router. Welcome back to Dictionary, where one of these teams could be grabbing their passports and heading to Mexico. Team Raymond is in the lead, 800 to 600, but each word is now worth 500 points.
Oh my God.
We call this round Choose Your Words. During the break, each team picked 3 words for their opponents to draw. Their goal is to choose words that will trip the other team up. This is going to be very interesting. The theme for this round is things in the kitchen. Things in the kitchen.
Okay, we go there.
Your team is trailing. You have 60 seconds. You can pass at any time.
We got this.
Here's the first word Team Raven chose for you to draw.
Ladle.
Ladle is correct.
Very good. You got it.
Took all of 3 seconds off the clock. Jay, with the best voice and mustache in the world, get up here. Use colors, Jay. Here's the next word Team Raven chose for you to draw. Sketch.
When I go into a kitchen, there's always a stove, there's a fridge, there's a fruit basket, there's some kind of orange there, there's a
50 seconds.
Okay, orange juice, orange box, orange juice, orange kitchen, orange peel, orange peel.
Orange juicer is correct. Well done. Well done. Well done. All right, Marlon, get up here.
You got 40 seconds, but you got this.
Use colors. You got 41 seconds. That's a lot of time. Here's the third and final word Team Raven chose for you to draw. Got it? Yeah. Sketch.
Okay, all right. We're gonna go back in the kitchen. We're gonna make some butter. We're gonna get some butter, a little butter in it. We're gonna put some lemon. We're gonna make some lemonade. We're gonna fill up some liquid. There it is. Well, yellow liquid.
30 seconds.
We're gonna put this. It's not liquid.
No,
it's not. We're shredding cheese in a cheese grater.
Cheese grater.
Cheese grater is correct.
That's a good one.
Picture is hard, right? All right, let's move on. Raven, get on up here. 60 seconds on the clock. You need all 3 to make it to the final draw. All 3. Here's the first word. Team Colton chose you to draw things in the kitchen. Oh boy. Sketch.
We got stoves, we got a refrigerator, we got pots, another hand, playroom,
Whisk is correct. That is a good one. Get on up here, Danielle. That only took 6 seconds. Here's the next word Team Colton chose you to draw. Sketch.
We're in the kitchen. I got a muffin, a stove. I got a cup. I got a glass. I got wine glasses. I got old cereal boxes. I have glass.
Well done.
Okay, pass.
You want to pass? Let's pass. Have a seat, Danielle. Have a seat. We're going to get back to it, hopefully. Cheryl, get on up here. Okay, here we go. This is totally doable. You still have 41 seconds. That is loads of time. Here's the next word Team Colton chose. Sketch.
Okay, in there I have a silverware drawer.
Good job, Colton. It's correct. Wow. Well done. Danielle. You have 37 seconds. This is it. This is to make it to the final draw. 37 seconds. A lot of time. Here's the last word Team Colton chose. Sketch.
Mugs. Tea mug. Oh, hand towel. Hand washing. Oh my goodness.
Here we go.
A hand salt shaker. Pepper shaker. Salt and pepper shaker.
Salt and pepper is correct. That means you're 2,300 points. Team Raven will be moving on to our final draw. Team Colton, thank you so much for playing. Beautiful people, beautiful voices, beautiful facial hair. We're sending you both over copies of Pictionary. When we come back, Team Raven will be joined by Colton on the final draw for a chance to win cash. And that Mexican Princess Cruise, you at home, get your phones ready so we can play and win with Wadoku. Heck, Crack, tell us about Wadoku.
This viral game has left millions stuck. Do you have what it takes to solve this block puzzle? Download Wadoku today.
We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Emotional consideration provided by.
With kids still at home and a full-time job, taking care of Mom was becoming a real challenge. I was so grateful to discover Visiting Angels. Mom's Visiting Angel helps her shower and charts, and she keeps an eye on Mom's Alzheimer's. And our care manager gives me regular updates. Best of all, Mom has a trusted companion who cares about her.
We'll be right back with more Pictionary.
Touch can mean so many things, even for children with moderate to severe eczema. Touch can stir a sense of wonder, can make a ride go smoothly, and make a smile stretch ear to ear. Dupixent can help your child stay ahead of eczema with clearer skin and noticeably less itch. When a touch is all in good fun, Dupixent helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema. To help heal your child's skin from within, severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, and trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain, vision changes, or blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma or other medicines without talking to your doctor. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists. Help your child feel the heal and see the difference. Reach out to your child's eczema specialist today.
ABC 45 News Chief Meteorologist Jonathan Wind is standing up for you.
I want to make sure that people have that information to get to a safe place whenever weather threatens.
Jonathan Wind on ABC 45 News.
Let me ask y'all a question. Y'all trying to win some money today? I want $20,000. Who wants $20,000?
Weeknights at 7 on ABC 45.
Hurt in a car wreck?
This is one room you don't want to be in.
It's your health, your money, and your payments up.
Why go to court if you don't have to? With us, you matter.
We're the heavy hitters.
Attorneys Tatum and Atkinson.
If you're on supplemental oxygen, heavy and awkward tanks can be a burden. Now you can leave home and leave the tanks behind with Inogen, portable oxygen therapy that moves with you.
With my Inogen, now I'm able to do the things I've always loved. I just press the button here, and there's my oxygen.
Inogen systems are so small and light, you're free to leave the house without the hassles of an oxygen tank.
I can play golf again. I can go grocery shopping. I'm free.
With the Inogen, I can handle my own oxygen. I can carry my own oxygen. I go anywhere with this. Look how small it is.
And right now, you can try an Inogen portable oxygen system for 30 days risk-free. Call us right now. If you qualify, we'll send you an Inogen system to use for 30 days risk-free. Your insurance may even cover your new Inogen system.
If you're on oxygen, you need to be using Inogen.
Call 1-800-288-7959 or visit Inogen.com.
Order Bojangles' brand new Bowberry Coffee. It's bow time. Can Dr. Phil's guests beat their fears for the new year?
Wacky resolutions.
Next, Dr. Phil. Today at 3 on WXL with ABC 45.
Welcome back to Dictionary. Team Ravens made it all the way to the final draw and is now playing for a Mexican Princess Cruise. Head Greg, take us away.
Get back to the Mexico with Princess. Sailing the region since their first cruise in 1965. Dive into local cuisine and culture on shore and on board. Explore vibrant towns and sun yourself on beaches known for their beauty and fun-loving spirit. It's a relaxing vacation made even more so by the effortless Italian class experience. Come feel the love on a Princess Cruise.
Feel the love. Sliding over to their couch to lend some help is Colton.
Thank you, Colton.
For the final draw, we partnered with our friends at Wadoku. Hey, Craig, tell us about Wadoku.
Whether you want to relax or challenge yourself, Wadoku is the game for you. This Bible game has left millions stumped. Do you have what it takes to solve this woodblock puzzle? Free to download in the App Store.
Team Raven has chosen Danielle for the final draw. During the break, Danielle, you were presented with 5 words sponsored by our friends at Wadoku. You chose 3 words you believe your team will be able to guess. The first 2 are worth $1,000 a piece. You get all 3 completing the Wadoku puzzle. You're going to win $2 grand and that Mexican Princess Cruise. Everyone at home, scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen to download Wadoku today for your chance to win $100 in the daily drawing. All right, Danielle.
We got you. We got
Grab
your
your
back.
stylus.
All right.
45 seconds on the clock.
Got this.
3 words to Mexico. Sketch.
All right. Love things. Box. Closet. Candle.
Spray paint.
Spray paint is correct. $1,000. Next word. 35 seconds.
Fire extinguisher. Wine opener. Wine corkscrew.
Corkscrew is correct. $2,000. This is for the trick. 20 seconds.
Coming up next on WXLV ABC 45.
Today on 25 Words or Less, he's a joy to work with, especially when he lays off the booze. It's Greg Grumberg. And joining Greg are married couple Lindsay and Sean. He usually only appears in top-tier projects, so we're very lucky to have him. From the movie The Microchip that ruins Halloween, it's Ed Fry. And joining him are our returning champions, mother and daughter, Emily and Sydney. And now, here's Hollywood's least successful candy striper, your host, Meredith Vieira.
I love that job.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wait, is that a real movie, Craig, that you were in?
It is.
We all have our skeletons.
I hear it's good, actually.
The movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's, look,
You never saw it?
It came out during a time where you couldn't promote stuff, during the rent, so it quietly came and went to whatever streaming platform it lives on now.
It's just the titles of these movies. So, it's just, oh my God.
Sometimes it's about getting numbers on the scoreboard.
That's true.
I mean stuff.
What about you? I mean, do you have a movie that had a ridiculous title?
Group sex.
Oh, well, yeah.
And my kids were young and they wanted to Google that. Don't do that. It's a comedy.
Well, we knew that.
Yeah.
All right, well, listen, today's show is going to be a good one. We've got married couple taking on mother and daughter. One of these teams will get a chance to play for $10,000. Let's get started. Greg and Headcrack, you're up. Let's take a look at your list. You have 45 seconds to get your teammates to guess all 5 using as few words as possible. I'm setting the opening bid at 21 words. Headcrack, start us off.
Okay, I thought I had enough to say in 20 words.
I am sure you can.
I can definitely do it in 18 words.
Okay.
I can do it in 16 words.
I can do it in 15 words.
I can do it in 14 words.
I can do it in 13.
I can do it in 12.
Wow! I think the reaction of the audience says we'd all like to watch you play.
Okay, hopefully it's not in vain.
All right. Headcrack, if you get your teammates to guess all 5 using 12 words or less, your team earns 250 points. If not, your opponents get the points. Remember, you can always pass on a word and come back to it. Get ready. 12 words, 45 seconds left. Your time starts now.
Opposite drunk. SpongeBob.
Serpents.
Wedding.
Vow. Ring. Ceremony. Altar. Church.
Big wrestler. Whiskey brand.
Tennessee. Jack Daniels.
There we go.
Yes, Emily and Sydney. That is the way to do it. When you know SpongeBob SquarePants and Jack Daniels, that covers everything. And you were made for this show. You get the points, ladies. 250 for you. It is time to say hello to our contestants. Up first are our returning champs, mother and daughter, Emily and Sydney. We're back for their second episode. They've already won a stay in Colorado. Welcome back, ladies.
Thank you.
Now, I was watching you with your opponents when you're all in your pods, and Lindsay and Sean were asking you, what is it like when you're finally playing the game? So what did you say to them? They seemed a little bit anxious.
I think when you first play, you almost feel like butterflies in your stomach. But then I told them that once the first round goes by, I think you feel a little bit more at ease because you know what to expect.
For sure. So how are you feeling now, though? This is your second time up.
Much better. Feeling relaxed, like at home.
Yes. Perfect. Okay. Well, up next we've got married couple Lindsay and Sean. Welcome to the show. Yeah. Take those words, from your opponents to heart, for sure. I understand that you celebrated your second wedding anniversary yesterday. So what did you do?
We practiced for the show.
No. I think it was a good one. I think it was a good one, though.
We wanted to make sure we wake up in time for the show.
Because that looks like a pretty good snowman. I know.
Good luck, guys. Thank you. Let's get back to the game. Lindsay and Emily, you're up. Let's see your list. I'm sending the opening bid at 19 words. Lindsay, please start the bid.
I could do this in 16 words. I can definitely do this in 13 minutes. I can do this in 12 words.
At least we got so good. So we only got
I
again.
always wanted to say this. I can do this in I believe in you. I'm going to let you show us that.
Okay, Emily, you have 11 words to get your team to guess all 5. Get ready. 45 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now.
College teacher. Educator, professor. Not duet. Oh, delicious. Tell me. Sandwich chain. American deli. Express. Show. Horse. You guys know your past food chains too. That was very good. That was great.
That was great clue giving too, Emily. Really well done. Emily and Sydney, you now have 500 points. Lindsay and Sean, no points yet. But let me tell you, it is so early in this game. Before we go to break, do you feel like going behind the scenes with our celebrity guests?
Yes, please.
Okay, Andy. You want a chance to win a fantastic prize of your own?
Even better, yes.
Well, then before each break, you know your smartphone camera. You use that to scan the QR code in the corner of your screen. You see that?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, just like that, you're going to have access to all of this extra content. Nice, yeah, okay. While they're looking, we'll be right back with more 25 words or less. Don't go anywhere. So stand.
Promotional consideration provided by. My favorite babysitter is Annalise. She's pretty good. She's like my grandma. She says, I got a mustache. And then we go skateboarding.
From babysitters to nannies to daycare centers, find all the care you need at care.com.
Older below there? Nobody likes that. It's time you discover Lumi Whole Body Deodorant for pets, privates, and babies. Lumi was developed by OBGYN, who you know knows our bodies. It works like magic. You gotta go to their website and try it for yourself. We'll be right back.
Want to lose 7 pounds in your first week? Nutrisystem. Over 50 and want to reduce harmful belly fat? Nutrisystem. Looking for a clinically proven weight loss program? Nutrisystem. Whether you want to lose weight fast, save bye-bye belly fat, or have more energy, Nutrisystem is the answer. Following your own plan and need a little help? Nutrisystem has new high-protein and low-carb plans. Proven science that gets you results. That's the power of Nutrisystem. Start losing weight for less than $5 a day.
Dupixent can help people with asthma breathe better in as little as 2 weeks. So this is better. And this. Dupixent is an allergen for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It's not for sudden breathing problems. It doesn't replace a rescue inhaler. It's going to help prevent asthma attacks. Severe allergic reactions can occur. It helps right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away it's signs of inflamed blood vessels, like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor of new or worsening joint aches and pain, or parasitic infection. Don't change your stop steroid, asthma, or other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your specialist about Dupixent.
Do your dry eyes still feel gritty, rough, or tired? With MyBo, eyes can feel. MyBo is the only prescription dry eye drop that forms a protective layer for the #1 cause of dry eye, tear evaporation, for relief that's remove contact lenses before you.
That's funny. Right? That's like,
feel
I go, boom.
For relief that feels. Ask your eye doctor about prescription MyBo.
Are you over the age of 50 and considering buying an annuity in the next 60 days? I have some important news for you. Don't buy an annuity until you understand the pros and cons of annuities. Call now for this free book on maximizing your income in retirement. Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers.
Bye guys. Still not doing the outro.
This book reveals little known truths about annuities in simple to understand terms. Grab a pen right now because we're about to.
I don't think ERW knows my YouTube channel. Bye.
We believe baby boomers and
We can still play together.
an annuity. and it's free.
We're just not gonna. I'm just not gonna be live.
As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report.